In this video, we're going to talk about a really simple structure for leadership and how you can use that structure to stay focused on the role you play as a leader in helping your teams to perform. And if you've been a high performing individual contributor in the past, you're now in a leadership role and people aren't performing the way you would like them to and would expect them to, partly that may be because you're still trying to treat them as you would like to treat them rather than how they need to be treated. And for high performers, generally speaking, you will find, and I'm sure you'll appreciate this, you'll find that you just perform. You know how to get clear on what you need to do. You know then how you're going to prioritize your activities. You are already fully engaged, you take massive action, and you're responsible for your results. It's great, it just flows. But the majority of the workforce is not like that. You know, as many as 70 to 80% of people need a structure, they need a leader to be showing them the way and helping them to deliver. And that's your role as a leader. So how do you create the right structure and context to do that? Well, the reason it's important is because the workforce is changing, and by 2020, nearly 50% of the marketplace, the global workforce, is going to be of the millennial generation. And the millennial generation need and are seeking greater leadership. They're looking for greater direction, and they want you as a leader to be able to demonstrate that to them. So your role has never been more important as a leader, and it becomes more important in the future. So really simple model. We're going to use a mnemonic to work through the four steps, four really simple steps. The first step is clarity. How clear are your teams on what's expected of them and how you might support them to get clear on what's expected of them? Is it documented? Are they absolutely without doubt on what they need to do and how they're going to go about doing it? And that's the first step. Have you trained them properly? Are they confident in their abilities? And then do they know exactly what to do? The next part then is engagement. So I might know what to do, but really helping your teams to see why it's important, how it fits with the big picture, how it contributes towards the overall organization, and why that's important for them in their performance and the organization in its mission and its place in the world and your marketplace, how it makes the difference and how their work connects to that is the next step. That's how people become fully engaged in their work. So we have clarity first, engagement second. I know what to do, and now I know why I do it. The next step is action. So is your team clear on the action that's expected of them? How much work are they supposed to be doing? How many calls are they supposed to be conducting if they're in sales? How many articles do they write if they're in marketing? What content plan should they be pulling together and by when? So what's the action they should be taking? And really clear on a day-to-day basis, this is the action that's expected of you. Here's the content you should be driving within your role. And then the final step is responsibility. So as a leader, you don't want to be continually checking in with people to see if they're doing their work. Are you doing this on a daily basis? You want that shift in responsibility from you to them. And it only comes if you follow those first three steps. You help your team to get completely clear. It's documented. You help them then to get highly engaged, motivated, and infused and understanding why they're doing their work. You help them then to take the right level of action on a consistent basis, and you help them ultimately to become responsible and accountable for their own performance, so that when you're reviewing with them, it's them updating you rather than you having to ask them how they are performing. And if you can follow those four steps, and for the final piece around responsibility, also get them thinking about their future responsibility, learning, growth, development into that role, thinking beyond just delivering in their current position and on any specific given task or project, get them thinking much longer about their career, where they fit in your organization and how they start to drive their own growth and development. With your support as a leader, using the most effective leadership style. And in situations like development, growth, expectations, and adopting greater responsibility, then without doubt, coaching is the most effective style to do that. And if you are new to coaching, or if you want a refresher on coaching, there are a number of videos on our YouTube channel where we talk about coaching, the principles, structure, and models, so that you can use that to empower your coaching and strengthen your coaching management style. So I hope that 4-step process is really simple, really easy to follow, and hopefully just a good reminder. So as someone in a leadership position, you'll be doing this work, but sometimes we just go off track ourselves, or we forget that people need this level of support and encouragement. So I would say, have a look at your current work and your current practice. Make sure that you're spending enough time being clear with your teams, helping them to be clear, engaging them, ensuring they know what action to take on a regular basis, and then that adoption of responsibility. So think about those 4 steps, share that with your teams so that you can help them to start to adopt a greater level of accountability, responsibility, and action in the right order for their role. So I hope you enjoy putting that into practice, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Leadership Success Series video from Focus for Growth.